delays connected to Destination Crenshaw finishing up have been caused by the rising cost of construction since COVID hit. He says the total price tag for Destination Crenshaw has jumped from $95 million to more than $150 million since this all began. Can we say when Destination Crenshaw is going to be completed?
You know, I'm very reluctant to do that. I mean, I know how much work there is left, but you don't know what's going to happen. And so, you know, we fully expect that we can finish it within the next calendar year. But again, given how long it's taken and how many delays there's been and, you know, weather events there have been, I'm real reluctant to tell people, okay, it'll absolutely be done at this day.
That was LA City Council President Marquise Harris Dawson speaking with NBC4. If there is one thing we understand here in South Los Angeles, it is the art of the pivot. But what you just heard from Marquise Harris Dawson regarding the stalled promise of Destination Crenshaw isn't just a pivot, it's an Olympic-level backflip into pure excuse-making. Let's unpack the math and the mythology here, shall we? We were sold a glorious vision. A 1.3-mile open-air monument to Black excellence, culture, and economic resilience along Crenshaw Boulevard. Fast forward to today, 6-7 years later, and the budget hasn't just grown, it has ballooned from $95 million to north of $150 million. That is a staggering $55 million leap. But when asked the most basic fundamental question to which a community deserves to hear an answer, when will the project actually be finished, what do we get?
Can we say when Destination Crenshaw is going to be completed?
You know, I'm very reluctant to do that. I mean, I know how much work there is left, but you don't know what's going to happen.
Friends, that is not a construction update. That's a horoscope. Stay with me on this. We heard COVID, we heard supply chains, and now we're hearing weather events. The weather in Los Angeles? This is Southern California, not the Arctic Circle. If our ancestors waited on perfect weather to build legacy, we wouldn't have the pyramids or any other cultural wonders to celebrate in the first place. Mr. Harris Dawson, you don't need a crystal ball, you need a calendar. You cannot celebrate Black excellence on paper while practicing bureaucratic mediocrity in execution. It's time to end the excuses, stop with this silliness, blaming weather forecast, and finally finish the work this community was promised. With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley. As always, we welcome your feedback.
Too many gangs.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams.
Reason and accountability.
The voice of reason.
Science tells us clearly that bonding goes from the cradle to the grave. Staying close to a protective loved one is the main survival strategy of our species. We can now look at pivotal moments in the dance we call bonding in infancy and romantic love and pinpoint the core moves in the emotional dance that define so much of our lives and our happiness. This drama has just 5 basic moves. We reach, invite connection. If we don't get a response, we protest and push, or we turn away and shut down to protect ourselves from rejection. We finally go into meltdown. In a good relationship, we find a way to turn back and reconnect. If we love, we will do anything we can to get a response from our loved one.
Some of you have seen how this drama pans out in a YouTube video my lab released a few years ago called The Still Face. In it, we see the powerful impact a simple lack of emotional response has on a child and the emotional gymnastics the child goes through to try to deal with this lost connection. We need loving contact like oxygen. We really do not have many ways to deal with the pain of disconnection at any age. We will show you this original video and then show you how the exact same drama plays out with adult lovers.
I'm like a girl. Oh.
And she gives a greeting to the baby gives a greeting back to her.
Yeah.
This baby starts pointing at different places in the world, and the mother's trying to engage her and play with her. They're working to coordinate their emotions and their intentions, what they want to do in the world. And that's really what the baby is used to. And then we ask the mother to not respond to the baby. The baby very quickly picks up on this, and then she uses all of her abilities to try and get the mother back. She smiles at the mother. She points because she's used to the mother looking where she points. The baby puts both hands up in front of her and says, "What's happening here?" She makes that screechy sound at the mother, like, come on, why aren't we doing this? Even in this 2 minutes, when they don't get the normal reaction, they react with negative emotions, they turn away, they feel the stress of it, they actually may lose control of their posture because of the stress that they're experiencing.
Now let's look at the exact same drama in an adult couple at a moment when emotional connection is lost. We're going to be filming the session today so that you can watch it later, yeah? Okay, I'll be back in just a second.
I think this is going to be good.
Yeah.
I also think that we're going to have fun at my sister's birthday on Saturday. I love when you and I do things together as a couple.
Yeah, look, I think we already talked about this, so I don't want to go. It's just not my thing, so I'm just going to stay home and watch TV.
But you said you would. And this matters to me. It's important that we do things with my family. That we all be together. What is happening here? Are you gonna talk to me? Now you're putting up your wall, like you always do? Are you listening to me?
Look, I just don't see how your family reunion is my issue, okay?
Right.
Look, can we talk about it later? We'll talk about it later.
It seems like my feelings and what's important to me is never an issue with you. This matters to me, Ted. And you said you would come.
No, we can talk about it later. You don't have to get so upset.
This is where I feel like we're not even a couple. Like, you don't care about my feelings. And we never talk about these things.
Okay, well, now you're just being critical. And that's not talking, you know? After this, I'm just gonna go back to work.
I feel like I'm all alone here. Where are you anyway?
Why do you have to make such... It's like a total emotional thing. It's not a big deal, okay?
Do I matter to you at all?
The voice of... Hey, man, you don't want to listen to me. I'll bring in the heavy hitters. Who was that, Andy? Sue Johnson and Edtronic, right? And of course, those were actors in there, and then the baby was real. But again, I call it the mother room. You see how the baby responded to the separation from the mother. And a la attachment theory, John Bowlby, Mary Ainsworth, and et al. And others, you see how you carry that survival mechanism. Hey, where's the connection? They called it gymnastics that the baby was performing. Mental and emotional and physical gymnastics to reestablish connection to the primary caregiver, right? And then we carry that into adulthood, into our adult relationships. I'm here to say the spiritual work is you are the promised land. Self-loving, this non-judgmental self-evaluation to be able to go in. And yes, you might need a guru, a therapist, a clinician, a mentor. Somebody may have to point to you what's happening internally. Hey, do you see this? You respond this way. You're carrying this survival mechanism into your adult relationships, and you have the same expectations of them unconsciously that you did, right, with your primary caregiver. You've turned them into the intimate equivalent of the land of Canaan, the land of milk and honey, the payoff to be able to get what you needed in the very beginning. Do you see? Zoe Williams comes in and says, guess what? The ancients already knew this happens, right? This is why you have Carl Jung's concept of individuation. As above, so below. So below, as above. Oh, yeah, the shadow is internal, unconscious, subconscious, and then the mask is the external presentation. Right? You merge the two in order to become a whole person. By merging the two, there has to be an embracing of the shadow. Non-judgmental self-observation. I will embrace all of me, the full me. So the people pleaser that I became in order to please my primary caregiver, in order to get their attention, I have to abandon that survival strategy in adult relationship because I'm still in survival mode and I don't even know. I'm thinking I'm being intimate by chasing or by running. Right? No, I got to protect my peace. Love is too much of a responsibility. Leaning in a difficult moment during a difficult conversation frightens me. Why? Because it wasn't accepted in the mother room. Do you see? You done turned a person into the promised land. If they became milk and honey, listen what I'm going to say this again. If they became the milk and honey you seek tonight, the intimate milk and honey of relationship, they became everything you've ever wanted. If they became that tonight, where in your body would the labor you perform in order to keep them, where would that labor lose its job? When you say you want peace, does your chest mean presence? Or does it mean the quota is canceled? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I want to talk to y'all. What if happily ever after is not the blessing? What if it is the escape hatch from psychological nudity? I want a soft relationship. I want a peaceful relationship. Right? I don't want no ups and downs. I don't want no troubles. It should just be all good. Let me say it again. What if happily ever after is not the blessing? What if it is the escape hatch from psychological nudity? The story ends so you never have to be seen, heard, appreciated, acknowledged, and pointed back to yourself and to the work that only you can do. Who taught your nervous system that love ends when the music swells? If Egypt was the first house, which old strategy still charging rent in your gut right now? Do you understand what I'm saying? Can your body love a work in progress adult without making this one finish your parental potter's shift? Come on, finish my parents' job. Then you got the inverse of that. There are people that are like that. Then there are people that are like, allegedly, Gabrielle Union. It is alleged that she said this. I'm not going to be vulnerable enough to trust you with 100% of anything. Not my heart, not my cash, not my energy. Let me say it again. Whew. Powerful stuff. This is on the 50-50 thing, because people have been, Gabrielle and D-Wade. Gabrielle Union says, allegedly, her 50-50 rule was never really about fairness. She says this on the Balanced Black Girl podcast. She called splitting everything down the middle a trauma response. Listen to her. I'm not going to be vulnerable enough to trust you with 100% of anything. Not my heart, not my cash, not my energy. She finally asked Dwayne Wade to carry more of the mortgage. She said she cried. She shook. Right? And the anxiety was so bad, she thought she would die. Control can look a lot like independence. If we're looking at attachment theory, typically avoidance are like that. Uber independent. Do you see? The wounds have so much say in our intimate relationships. And most of us do what with the wounds? We follow their instructions. The wound is the dictator of how we love, how we connect, or how we refuse connection. Do you see? Her independence is embedded in her idea of herself, her sense of self. And to relax and let her millionaire husband, who made $200-300 million in the NBA, pay the bills or pay more of the bills, was almost like a loss of a sense of her sense of self to do that. Do you understand? I want you guys to understand, man. Love is never. Listen to this. This is Osho. Oh, when I come forward, I'll go into that and share this Osho piece. We got a lot more to talk about.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The KBLA 1580 app puts the realest conversations right in your pocket. Stream live wherever you are in the world. No static. No searching the dial. A crystal clear connection 24/7, exactly when you want it. We recommend that you keep automatic updates enabled. Set it and forget it. So the app stays up to date with store requirements, bug fixes, and new features as we roll them out. Download the KBLA 1580 app today and stay plugged into the conversation everyone's having.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Tired of people speaking for you? Tired of being minimized, misunderstood, misconstrued, and erased? It's time to speak out and be heard. It's time to get with KBLA Talk 1580. We are black-owned and unapologetically progressive. And we've got a lot to talk about.
Just in case you missed our Procrastination Crenshaw Town Hall.
My name is Asata Umoja. I'm with the Hyde Park Organizational Partnership for Empowerment, which is at the southern end of Crenshaw. And this community has been greatly impacted. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we're most concerned about is just being totally neglected. And what I mean is being excluded from the process. When this project first started, they should have made sure that our organization, since we were most impacted, was in there. So we've been excluded, and we've seen commercial properties be taken for art projects. And we're very concerned about these are spaces that could help build economic growth and development in the community. And what this community needs more of is economic development, not art. I mean, I like art. It's a good thing. But they're putting the cart before the horse. Because without a solid economic foundation, what they are calling cultural tourism absolutely has no significance and no meaning. And this community is going under if we don't stop and do something to help build that economic foundation and support the businesses that are the tax base for this community to build the kind of services that we need. And the response from our leadership is totally inadequate.
Holding them accountable. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction.
You want some more? It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Guess what I did today? Those were the words I said to you. It was last May, don't know the exact day. In my hand there was a ring. Then you told me that you love me more than anything in your life. So I asked you, would you do me the honor of being my wife? Yes, I will be your man, your protector, your best friend, till my humble life is ended. And time begins again. Will we go back? We could be strong together for so long. Our love will grow so strong. Couldn't we be, baby? When I was away, some friends became just faces. Some people grew apart.
I want to talk to you about the number one reason couples drift apart. It's not what you think. Hi, I'm Terry Real, the creator of Relational Life Therapy. Listen, most couples don't fall out of love. They fall out of balance. And here's how to fix it. The most common patterns: you're walled off. You protect yourself, but by shutting down. You don't struggle, you don't connect. You are a fortress. You're protected, but you're no longer there. And you could be sitting 6 inches in front of your partner and still be no longer there. We call that stonewalling. I've had it. I'm overwhelmed. This conversation is going nowhere. You can literally walk out of the room. You can refuse to keep talking. You can fall silent, or you can sit there and it looks like you're there, but your mind is a million miles away. The antidote for being behind a wall is not like we thought back in the 60s, take down those walls and everybody, no. The antidote for a wall is a boundary. A boundary protects you, but it's more supple It protects you, but allows you to be connected to the person in front of you, both at the same time. Odds are you never learn that. Odds are you think that if you take down the wall, you'll have no protection at all.
Andy,
That's what the wall.
who is it? Terry Real? Terry Real. When was the last time you heard somebody talk about a supple boundary? Oh, Zoe Williams. I called it a soundry. It's a sound boundary. And I said it had to be pliable because you still got to let people through it. We live in the I need to protect my peace era. Everybody's in defense mode. Right? Everybody is in fake it until we love each other mode. For real. Fake it until it costs too much to lose each other. Ooh. Oh, Not protecting peace. Exactly, Truemonger. They're protecting quiet. Do you see? The promised land is internal. The promised land is within you. Hell, heaven is within you. Right? That's in you. The Gnostics, the Gnosis, the Greek word for sacred knowledge, right? Esoteric knowledge. The temple of God is within you. Well, love is within you. Self-acceptance is within you. We expect children to grow independent from their parents at some point. But then the reverse of that is we expect the bond in intimate relationship, if it's real and if it's healthy, to intensify. Wait a minute. I must still be an independent being in my connection with you. I must still be the whole me. We must still be visitors in each other's universe. Do you see? Not the continuance of the enmeshment we learned from that mother room. Right? We turned a partner into the promised land. Everything I didn't get there, I'm going to get here. And that's why I love you. Gosh. You gave me what they couldn't. So now I'm forever indebted. I can't go on without you. Ooh, what need, right, did you put on sale so the first hands would keep you? And where do you still feel that discount? When we come forward, the voice of reason gonna keep cooking.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Esther Dillard with BIN News Now. Black New Jersey Congresswoman LaMonica MacGyver says her fight is far from over. A federal appeals court on Wednesday shot down her claim of congressional immunity in the case accusing her of assaulting ICE agents outside Delaney Hall during a May oversight visit. MacGyver says she has no intention of backing down. Her attorneys call the charge retaliatory and say they're confident they'll beat it at trial.
I am not going to be intimidated out of doing my job. I'm not going to fold to this administration.
A ballistics expert is backing prosecutors in the Keefe D trial. He testified only one gun was used in Tupac Shakur's shooting. Prosecutors say he ordered the attack after Tupac and Suge Knight assaulted his nephew. And at least 65 Americans are among roughly 1,000 people missing after deadly flash flooding in Nepal. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Experience Vegas without the guesswork with the all-inclusive experience at Luxor and Excalibur. Your room, meals, drinks with every meal, and a show are covered. One price from $330 plus tax for 2 guests. Vegas simplified. Book now at mgmresorts.com.
Noise in here this evening. And close the doors because we gonna party in here all night tonight.
The choice is yours.
They're all coming to one stage, one day, one event.
Are you ready?
It's the California Voices Town Hall and Ballot Forum, Saturday, October 3rd. Look who's talking. Javier Becerra and Steve Hilton, Karen Bass and Nithya Raman, Robert Luna and Alex Villanueva, City Attorney candidates John McKinney and Marissa Roy, plus Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kolinakis, Attorney General Rob Bonta, Secretary of State Dr. Shirley Weber, State Controller Malia Cohen, and other candidates running for statewide office, all discussing the issues that matter most to you.
The choice is yours. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that.
Plus, a full breakdown of all the ballot propositions. This is the event where California decides. One day, all the voices, our stage turns every 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And you can't beat that with a bat.
It's the California Voices Town Hall and Ballot Forum, Saturday, October 3rd, brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580 and the Community Voter Education Project. Mark your calendar now. Make plans to join us live and stay tuned for more details. All the other stations are covering the election. We're putting you in the room. We're KBLA Talk 1580, where the candidates come to you.
You can get with this or you can get with that. I think you get with this. This is where it's at, where it's at, where it's at, where it's at. Come on.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you about the Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite. It's bright, it's bubbly, it's back.
The Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich, it's so rich, and you can choose between the original or the spicy filet.
Ooh, boy.
And then you got those pickled jalapenos tucked right under the filet, and then just to top it all off, you've got a little honey drizzle right on top.
Okay, now I'm a pimento fan.
And I'm feeling the dragon fruit.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. 10 Toes In serves as a mentorship and domestic violence prevention program. They support, educate, and empower couples during and after incarceration. They assist male returning citizens to re-enter society successfully and to help them maintain a healthy relationship with their romantic partner. They offer a mentorship support group for formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In teaches its Intimate Relationships 101 curriculum at male prisons throughout the state of California. They host sister support group meetings for women who are intimately involved with incarcerated and formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. To access their services or make a donation, please visit them online at 10toesin.org or find them on Facebook or Instagram. They are healing lives through relationships. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
It's the show everybody's talking about. What's up, y'all? I'm Amanda Seals with a personal invitation for you to join me every Friday here on KBLA Talk 1580. Now, you get 2 chances to tap in, noon to 2 p.m., and again from 4 to 6 p.m. Real talk, no filter, just you and me on the highest of vibrations. Fridays only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Nothing is promised to me and you, so why will we let this thing go? Maybe I promise that I'll stay true. Don't let nobody say it ain't so. And baby, I promise that I'll never leave, and everything will be alright. I promise these things to you, girl. Just believe. I promise. Should I know the things you say been right forever, such a very long time. We never even had a fight. Don't let no one change your mind, 'cause they don't know how much I care. They don't know the things we share unless they're here, babe. But since they're not, how can they say that I'm not true? Oh, 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 if you need love, I got the love you need. Said I got love. Maybe they can take that from me. They can't take that from me. God, one day they will see. They'll see that I'm all that you need. Oh, nothing is promised to me. So why will we let this thing go? Baby, I promise that I'll stay true. I'll stay true. Don't let nobody say it ain't so. Baby, I promise that I'll never leave, and everything will be alright. I promise these things to you.
Hi, baby birds. It's time.
Adult children of emotionally immature parents.
I flippin' loved this book.
Lindsay C. Gibson's book, Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents, has been a slow-burning bestseller, with over 1 million copies sold since it was published in 2015. It's also a viral presence on social media, where it fits in with the larger trend of children reconsidering their relationships with their parents, or even if they want to have a relationship at all.
So I'm no contact with my family, and the reason that I chose to go no contact with my family is because I'm the scapegoat in a narcissist family system.
Dr. Gibson and I talked about what emotional immaturity looks like in a parent, how much parents really shape the adults we become, parental estrangement, whether we owe compassion to our problematic parents.
Is compassion good? Yes, it sure is. But I'm after neutrality.
And a bunch of other very easy topics. When is estrangement the best option for someone?
Yeah.
I'm David Marchese, and here's my interview with psychologist Lindsay Gibson. Hi, Lindsay. How are you?
Hi, David. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm doing great.
There are so many things I want to talk to you about. Also, maybe I'll squeeze in a little attempt at getting free therapy from you. But
that's what I'm here for.
Broad definition of emotionally immature parents are parents who refuse to validate their children's feelings and intuitions, who might be reactive, lacking in empathy or awareness. Can you give me a couple sort of specific examples of emotionally immature behaviors from parents?
Sure. The biggest one is the egocentrism. If you just imagine that a person starts and ends all their consideration with what's best for them or how they see things, that's egocentrism. And, you know, David, I just started watching The Sopranos for the first time. I'm like the only person in America that had not watched The Sopranos.
Yeah, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, well, I'm on season 5 now, so I'm but if you listen to the dialogue, they completely nailed it, because everything always comes back to the viewpoint of the person who is the the emotionally immature character. It's always all about them. But another one is the lack of empathy. The parent just doesn't get it. They say, why are you so upset about this? Or stop it. Or this is not a big deal. They cannot enter into the reality of their child's emotional truth, their emotional experience. It just doesn't make sense to them. Maybe it's the teenager who wants to talk to their parent about their...
Like I said, breaking up with that mother room, that is the greatest and the most difficult and meaningful breakup you'll ever have. You gotta reset when you come into adult relationships, or you will replay. If you don't reset the mother room is portable. You're gonna carry it into your adult relationships for the replay. You still dating your parents? You gonna date your parents. Oops. Hey! Truemonger, Dallas, Texas is on the line right now. Truemonger, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend?
Oh, boy. People trying to find a promised land in another person, to me, is funny. Because, to me, the word promise is an okie doke. I learned early in life just to pay attention to people, and a lot of times people will just give you lip service, and they'll just tell you something, or whether they just keep a handcuff on you or to keep you string you along and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I pay more attention to their intent and their actions. With me, if you say you're gonna do something, I'll give you the grace to do it. Mm-hmm. Now, if you keep coming back with the excuse after excuse, I'll realize that it's just a habit with you, and then I'll move accordingly. Mm-hmm. I learned that early in life, just being around my relatives, just from just saying stuff. I learned to pay attention to whether somebody actually means what they say by their actions. Now, the thing is, you can promise all you want, but life happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you never know what's going to happen after you make a promise or whatever.
Right.
So I tell people to hold off on that. Let me know what your intentions are, and then we can go from there.
Wow. I love that, bro. I love that. Guess what you just did, brother?
I was about Dallas in the building.
My brother, we miss you, man. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate the call. Listen, he laid it flat. When we come forward, you know I'm going to get ready to land this plane.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The BLM Center for Black Power is a hub for Black activism in the city of Los Angeles, a standalone nonprofit affiliated with Black Lives Matter LA. The venue is home to live events, meetings, and organizing drives for Black-led community-based organizations. It is also the base of operations for Black Lives Matter LA. Built on what used to be a nuisance property owned by an arms dealer, the BLM Center for Black Power is in the heart of Leimert Park and has opened its doors to everything from youth organizers to toy drives to film screenings and community town hall meetings. To make a donation or make a request, please visit blmla.org. That's blmla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Just in case you missed our Procrastination Crenshaw Town Hall.
My name is Khalifa Bey. I am the founder of the South LA Bureau of Tourism and Trade. And how this is impacting me is that I can't promote it. I won't promote it. I hear a lot of talk about everybody. Accountability is responsibility. Change your vote. Change the vote. I know there's a lot of Democrats in this room, and I get all that, but if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result, it ain't gonna happen. And it's not about Democrat, Republican, it's about getting what we need to get done. That's what it is for me, because this is deliberate. This of our communities, you look at Chicago, you look at all the Black communities were built by us, we're in the same condition. So to me, it's by design. And if we don't do something to change the vote to get to what we need, stop having these meetings.
Making sure they stick to the truth. We're KBLA, Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I still started this series a few years ago, and I write and read and research dating and relationships, and it's my pleasure to bring Eli Finkel here with you today for this special edition of Talks at Google Modern Romance. So Eli, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Eli is a professor at Northwestern, and he is the author of a new book called The All or Nothing Marriage. He has appointments in the psychology.
So she was about to cook. But I don't have time for her to cook right now. I don't have time. So I'm going to preempt her and play her on a later show. I've got to get to this. Right? The anti-promised land. We're not outsourcing the promised land and projecting it onto a person. No. The promised land is within. That is the point of tonight's conversation. The happily ever after starts within. When I break up with the mother room, love will always be this, something that can be lost, something that, has to be returned as long as the wound is in place. And then this is why, like I mentioned before, love is seen as something that is not a renewable resource. It is something that has to be replaced. If I love you, you got to show it back to me. Right? That comes from the beginning. For spiritual teacher and psychiatrist, Dr. David R. Hawkins, he said love is not merely a passing emotion, right? But a permanent state of consciousness, a way of being, right? And the very essence of divinity. Again, the reason why most people say love is not enough is because they haven't made contact with that level of consciousness, right? On his famous scale of consciousness, love calibrates at a high vibrational frequency of 500, marking a shift from selfish, ego-driven motives to unconditional, heart-centered awareness. I'm starting to see clinicians incorporate Dr. David R. Hawkins' consciousness grid. I'm starting to see that. Love is misunderstood as, or misunderstood to be, an emotion. Actually, it is a state of consciousness, a way of being in the world, a way of seeing oneself in others. Love is not a quality of God. It is God's very essence. This is all Dr. David R. Hawkins. It is the all-encompassing reality of the never-ending present. It is the core of your existence. Love is the ultimate law of the universe. This statement calibrates on Dr. David R. Hawkins' consciousness grid at 750. Listen to what I'm trying to explain here. You can't find that level of love in another person unless they've reached that level of consciousness, unless you've reached that level of consciousness. Our basic level of consciousness as it pertains to love is fear-based. Are you going to leave me? Are you going to return what I gave you, what I did for you? Are you going to show appreciation? Are you going to acknowledge? Are you going to maintain and manage my wounds? Are you going to be here for me when I need you? Are you going to give me back what I gave you? Do you see what I'm saying? This is why it gets tiresome. Because I'm the only one that's going to say it. It's really not where it's supposed to be. I'm sorry. I don't want to, I'm thinking of Leroy. I'm being mean. Right? How love interacts with the world, according to David R. Hawkins. Dr. Hawkins notes that love is inclusive, amplifies positivity, and dissolves negativity through recontextualization rather than conflict. He emphasizes its superior power over hatred, the liberating nature of forgiveness. This is why you can't make no damn mistakes in a relationship with somebody that is governed by a wound. What would cheating look like if you were really at this level of consciousness? This is not an endorsement for cheating. This is not advocating for cheating. This is not justifying cheating. But this is saying, what would cheating look like? How would you recontextualize it? It probably would still hurt. It probably would still feel like a betrayal. But would it destroy your sense of self? Would it destroy the power of forgiveness? See, when the wound is in control, cheating is an unforgivable sin. Do you understand? This is heavy stuff. What about Pema? Pema Chodron. She teaches that true love and compassion grow from opening our hearts to vulnerability, embracing our personal flaws. So, vulnerability, psychological nudity. Embracing our personal flaws, wabi-sabi. Imperfection, or perfection in the imperfect, right? And extending gentle kindness to ourselves and others, self-love as a conduit in order to give love, right? She says love produces a limitless heart. Where does love ain't enough come from? And all of this stuff is inner work first. This is why the promised land is within you. Opening our hearts allows anyone, even difficult people, to serve as our teacher. You remember the previous clip that was talking about the egocentric parent? Right? You internalize that being raised by them and carry that into your... Do you see? True compassion is shared between equals rather than between a healer and the wounded. Self-love and compassion, our capacity towards others, directly mirrors our compassion for ourselves. Self-compassion requires embracing of our imperfection, wabi-sabi again, and unwanted parts, the shadow work that Carl Jung, rather than avoiding them. Learning self-respect and self-kindness remains fundamental. This is Pema Chodron's outlook on love. And then we get to Jiddu Krishnamurti. He taught that love is not a sentiment, a desire, or reaction, but an absolute state of freedom and non-division that emerges only when the ego, fear, and possessiveness completely end. So many people are so ravenously empty. The emptiness just gnaws at them. This is why cheating is such an offense. I'm not justifying it. I'm talking about your reaction to it. Do you understand? Freedom and love go together. Love is not a reaction. If I love you because you love me, that is mere trade. To love is not to ask anything in return. How nonsensical that may sound in a world such as ours. In love, there is no attachment. We're talking about attachment theory all night. This is Krishnamurti. In love, there is no attachment. If there is attachment, there is no love. What? Yeah. Listen, I start conversations. It's up to you to finish them. I'm not here to say I'm right. I'm here to say let's think together. Let's reason together. It's been an amazing week. The voice of reason has been on complete fire. I love and appreciate all of y'all. Guess what? I'll be back next week with 4 more slappers.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Detroit business leaders are warning that higher tariffs on Canadian goods could drive up costs for consumers. Detroit Regional Chamber CEO Sandy Bruja.
We're going to see higher prices for auto